Revolutionary War by Emily Naylor. So why did I choose Revolutionary War as my project? Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am currently working on my master's degree in instructional technology and will hopefully be graduating in May. This is my fourth year teaching fourth grade math, science, and social studies. In the spring, we usually cover the Revolutionary War. Obviously, along with that comes a lot of content that students are required to learn, so I figured it would be a great theme for my project. It's my goal to have the students use my online content as some kind of review, possibly covering the different battles and events that occurred during the war itself, but I'm still working out the details. The specific standard addressed is the student will explain the causes, events, and results of the American Revolution. They must know specific events that shaped the revolutionary movement in America, including the French and Indian War, British imperial policy that led to the 1765 Stamp Act, the slogan "No Taxation Without Representation," the activities of the Sons of Liberty, and the Boston Tea Party. They must also know about the Declaration of Independence, including who wrote it, how it was written, why it was necessary, and how it was a response to tyranny and the abuse of power. In addition, students must also describe the major events of the American Revolution and explain the factors leading to American victory and British defeat, including the battles of Lexington and Concord, Saratoga, and Yorktown. Finally, students should also be able to describe key individuals in the American Revolution, focusing specifically on King George III, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Benedict Arnold, Patrick Henry, and John Adams. Usually to review, I show episodes of PBS's television show Liberty's Kids. The animated show depicts the Revolutionary War through a child's perspective. Therefore, in my opinion, helps to explain some of the more difficult elements for students to understand. Making the content relatable to them is one of the biggest challenges I face because they simply don't understand a time when America wasn't America. After looking at storyline examples, I would love to include some branching simulations or the choose your own adventure aspects as we've been calling them. I'm planning to create characters similar to the Liberty's Kids characters and then have the students choose the actions they would take. I'm worried this may be more challenging because I have to be sure the curriculum standard specifications are being met, but if I'm using my project as a review for the students, then I think I can get away with it. Krause's book, Design Basics Index, has been influencing my initial thoughts about my project and how I want to go about putting it together. I have learned through our readings that while the content is important, it's also equally important the ways in which that content is presented to the learner. I will be keeping in mind his rules of position, grouping, harmony, and flow, among other things. When I've completed my project, I was also hoping to use it as professional development. The teachers at my school need some additional help when it comes to utilizing technology in the classroom. It was my hope to show them the Storyline software and then show them my project as a way to use the technology in the classroom. In an ideal situation, I would love to utilize the constructionist learning theory and have the teachers use a trial version of Storyline to create their own Storyline projects within the training. That way, they would see an example from me and could practice using the software in a learning environment where they could ask questions as they arose. Obviously, my idea isn't for a short 30-minute professional development session, but I think it's a good idea and I hope I can use it in the near future.